Happy Sunday fun day, y'all. X-Man 1991 back again with another video. Today is going to be a special rant, as you read the title of it. Today has been 20 years since the channel Nicktoons was launched on TV. 20 years since the channel first launched on TV. Yes, it's been 20 years since, oh my God, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Nicktoons, formerly known as Nicktoons TV and Nicktoons Network, is an American paid television channel owned by Paramount Media Networks, and is the sister channel of Nickelodeon. I believe the reason why they came up with the channel Nicktoons is because since Nickelodeon was focusing more on live action shows than Nicktoons, they decided to make a channel where they would air nothing but non-stop Nicktoons 24/7, 365. A month before that, on April Fool's Day, I forgot to do a rant about this in honor of its 20th anniversary. On April Fool's Day of 2002, Nickelodeon came up with two new channels, one called Noggin and another called The End. Those two would share the same channel from April Fool's Day 2002 until New Year's Eve 2007, when they decided to split the channels apart and let them become their own 24/7 channel. A month later, Nickelodeon, since they were focusing more on live action shows than Nicktoons, they decided to make a channel where they would air nothing but non-stop Nicktoons 24/7. The channel first launched on May 1st, 2002, the third anniversary of SpongeBob. Today, SpongeBob is 23. I didn't start watching Nicktoons until October of 2004. The channel was meant to play, like I said, nothing but non-stop Nicktoons 24/7. The channel was called Nicktoons TV at first, before they renamed it as Nicktoons. It played nothing but classic reruns of classic Nicktoons such as Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, I Real Monsters, Kablam, Hey Arnold, Oh Yeah Cartoons, The Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, The Wild Thornberrys, Rocket Power, etc. They also started airing Nicktoons that were still airing new episodes on Nickelodeon, like SpongeBob, The Fairly Odd Parents, and of course Chalk Zone. Some of them started airing on the channel with new episodes such as Cat Dog and Invader Zim. This was, hold on. This was the channel's first logo when it first launched on TV. It's called Nicktoons TV. And this is the second logo. This was the channel's second logo. That's the logo that I saw when I started watching the channel. When I started watching Nicktoons in October 2004, I noticed that Ren and Stimpy was already taken off the channel because it was airing reruns on Spike TV. It didn't return to Nicktoons until August of that next year. Nicktoons started changing around August of 2005. And of course, just like Boomerang, Nicktoons used to be a commercial-free channel. They would only air commercials after the show goes off. But by June 6th of 2005, yeah, the channel used to be commercial-free just like Boomerang. So this was Nicktoons' third logo when the channel started revamping in 2005. And you gotta admit, this logo right here was pretty cool. And the channel was still decent when it was renamed Nicktoons Network. I like this logo. It has a globe with the orange splat and the text that says Nicktoons Network. Yeah, this logo is pretty cool, much better than the logo than they have now. And the network still have variety. Even though it was changing, it still had variety. But it also started coming out with their own original shows like Kappa Mikey, Speed Racer, The Next Generation, 3 Delivery, Ricky Sprocket Showbiz Boy. Yeah, the channel was still decent when it was renamed Nicktoons Network. The channels didn't start going downhill until like 2008, 2009. Especially when they renamed the channel back to Nicktoons. In the early 2010s, Nicktoons pretty much started airing live action shows such as The Troop, Super Ninjas, Drake and Josh. And I'm like, why is Nicktoons starting to air live action shows when the channel is called Nicktoons? Which means they're supposed to air nothing but non-stop 24/7 of Nicktoons. They were trying to be just like Cartoon Network. Why would you air live action shows on a cartoon only strict channel network, however the hell you want to say it? When you have the word cartoon or tunes on the name of your network, you're only supposed to be showing cartoons. That makes no fucking sense for cartoon channels to air live action shows when their channel is meant to air nothing but non-stop cartoons 24/7. That makes absolutely no sense. I don't get why they allow cartoon channels to air live action shows. That makes no sense. But it's hard to believe that it's been 20 years since Nicktoons first launched on television. And the reason why I'm making this rant is because I believe Culprit Awesome did a rant about Nicktoons, and shout out to Ball104. He did a rant about the problem with Nicktoons. He recorded a video on New Year's Day of 2009, and he didn't upload it until January 26. And everything that Ball104 said about the problem with Nicktoons Network, I agree with him. Ever since Nicktoons started changing, they pretty much pushed away all the classic Nicktoons to make room for the Nicktoons of today, which is not pretty good. So looking back 20 years later, Nicktoons has become retarded. How they remove the classic Nicktoons such as Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, Rocket Power, all those shows, and they just replace them with all these retarded shows and live action, which really beats out the purpose of their name. And I'm looking at their current roster on their channel. Not much of a variety of shows. And the shows on Nicktoons now is just pretty much sucks. Of course, here's the shows that are currently airing on Nicktoons. Of course, we all know SpongeBob and the Fairly Odd Parents are going to air on Nicktoons to the day Nicktoons die. We have The Loud House. I don't know all the other shows that's on Nicktoons. But the show does not have a variety of shows like it used to. And I remember back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, Nicktoons would air the classic shows, but they would only air them while people are asleep instead of while people are awake. I really hate how channels do that. Why do they air the classics in the middle of the night and the new stuff in the middle of the day? That makes no sense. And the only reason I'm making this rant is because I can't believe it's been 20 years since the channel first launched on TV. And the second reason was I really don't watch Nicktoons anymore. I haven't watched the channel in a long time. But this is like one of my favorite sister channels that was part of my childhood, along with Boomerang, MTV2, and Toon Disney. Toon Disney, we all know, doesn't even exist anymore. It's no more. We all know the channel is now called Disney XD. And I know a lot of you guys agree with me that Nicktoons is not the same as it used to be. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my rant celebrating 20 years of Nicktoons launching on television. I just can't believe it's been 20 years since the channel first launched. Rest in peace to the old Nicktoons, 2002 to 2007. Nicktoons between 2008 and now fucking sucks. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorite shows that aired on Nicktoons? Basically all the Nicktoons of the 90s and the 2000s are my favorites that aired on this channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and click that notification bell for my next anniversary rant. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and leave your comment down below. And I'll catch you tomorrow celebrating the 50th birthday of The Rock. Reminiscing 20 years of a segment between Chris Jericho and Triple H from the May 2nd, 2002 edition of SmackDown. And a recap of Friday through today's games between the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Happy 20th anniversary to the channel Nicktoons.